Okay, so today in this session we'll discuss regarding the date functions, which are like okay basic functions of in the date date data type. We'll see into that, and then afterwards, okay, we'll do separate several real-time scenarios. So it's also in that particular okay thing. Okay, so first of all, let me get the data. So Excel sheet. Yep.
For that, I'll share my screen. Going through a broad one scenario of
We'll go through once. Okay, once we're done with this session. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine, and then like. The same old data that I'm taking for my practice. So I got my data. I got my data as usual, which is like this one. I do have like okay. So this is my data. I do have like different kind of thing data types. And then coming here, I do have like okay date data type as like okay order date and then ship date. I do have two date data types. So I want to work with okay ship date today itself in this session. So what exactly? Before that, at the same time, I want to like create something something like date dimension also, so, which is separate dimension table that we'll create today using our date functions. Coming to here, we do have a lot of date functions which are useful, and in them, some of them are returns directly a table. Returns a table means we need to create a table and then we need to use this function. You can't use this function in a measure or something else. Okay. So we need to take a table to create this kind of functions which are there. Like to this. Before going and learning these two functions, I want to teach you what exactly like date function does. We start with this one and then we'll go for okay all these other things. Date function returns a specific date in date time format. Okay, so date time is a data type or format that we do have in Power BI. Then returns a specific date in date time format. If we give year separately, month separately, and day separately manually, then it will create a date and then show it in the date format. Let us go and check it out in a measure right now. Right now, I want to like create a measure. So just show date. I'm writing the same function name. So date, and then I want to write the year to 2021, and after that I want to make it like month, 12th month, and then like I want to use the date 30th. Okay, and then click enter. So I given separately. I didn't given anything else. Like okay, I given year, month, and date separately. So how it shows. So the date will be displayed like this. The data format. 30/12/2021, and the time will be like 0. We didn't give any time, so obviously time will be 0. This is how it shows. Like whenever you want to hard code a date, you will use this. Whenever you want to like okay directly give the date and then like using your inputs like whatever it might be. So we will do this. You use this date to get the date in date time format. The second function that will go with. So calendar what calendar does? Returns a table with single column named date that contains a continuous set of dates. The range of date is from specific start date and to specific end date, including of all those two dates. So what we will have like syntax, calendar, and then start date, end date. Here we need to give the start date. Here we need to give the end date. Then based upon this, it will create a calendar. Okay. So, and we want to create a calendar or a calendar table or a dim dimension, date dimension table. We'll use these things. Let me show you. And this returns a table. Okay, it's table kind of thing. So obviously we need to create that in a table. So create a table. You need to go to model and then create new table. So table, what I will make it like calendar, and then it's equal to calendar. Want to take this calendar. Then start date. I can't write the date directly. So what I can take, I'll take date function that, and then there I'll write it 2021. Not I want to make it like 2020, and then 01 and then 01. I want to start with January 2020, and then again date function. And afterwards I want to make it like 2021, 2021, comma 12, comma 31st. This thing will be displayed here in this model. Okay, in the date data view. Then you can see the dates for okay from 2021 January 1, 2020 till okay 31/12/2021.
It can be column also.
It will create a column. It will create a column automatically whenever you create a table and then you create a calendar function. Obviously, it will create a date named column, and that column consists of.
It can be added to already existing table also.
I didn't get you.
It can be added to already existing table also, right?
What do you mean by table? Like you feel like okay.
Not taking a table, new table. Already there is an existing table.
This table you're asking like how to add column. And obviously, you see very simple how it shows. You
Okay,
can see that. Okay. And what it will shows, that will be like very easy. You can understand and you can analyze that one also. What's the thing that you'll get it? And then from there, what you'll get? What's the error that you get? Okay, you can see. The table of multiple values was supplied where a single value was expected. This is what okay, you'll get. So here what it is trying is for every row, it is trying to give these many rows calendars. So it is not possible to add this in already existing table as a separate column. Okay. Why? Because let us suppose that okay, let us make even we get okay single rows also. I don't know how many rows are available over here. So once we get that thing, obviously we need to get some errors like in the bottom. Let us suppose I gave okay 2 years data and then you'll get okay 700 data only, and then this has like 9,994. What about the remaining? That is the first one. The second one is like okay, whenever you do a calculation, this calendar gives a tabular output. You can't keep a table in each and every row of the column, right? You can keep a single value in each and every row. So obviously that doesn't works over here in these things. Whenever it is a table function, means remember we need to take a new table, then only it will works. If you don't take it, obviously it will be like.
Yep.
You can see this is what I want to show, like okay, table of multiple values were supplied where a single value was expected. This is what every time you see whenever you use a tabular functions or something else in a column or in a in a measure, then you will see a table of multiple values has been like supplied where single value was expected. Means you are trying to give create a table which can't be like exist in this particular row value. That is the logic. So not an issue. I will go here. I want to delete this. So here we have been already given okay a calendar kind of things okay using our calendar function. So let us suppose that okay I don't want to like hard code my things. I want to check within my table what is the least date and what is the maximum date, and I want a calendar for that. Then obviously we do have a calendar auto function. Calendar auto also returns a table. Also returns a table with a single column named as date that contains continuous set of dates. The range of dates calculated automatically based upon the data in the model. Means let us suppose that I do have like in my model in my other tables. Let us suppose I do have 5 tables. In my tables, coming to all my tables, what is the least date? Okay, for that year, it will starts from January 1 of that year. Then what will be the maximum date for that year? It will ends. It will shows the like that December 31st also. Like you can see these many dates it will shows, and we don't need to write anything in between. It will check all our tables, and then based upon all our tables, it will check what is the minimum date and what is the maximum date, and then based upon that year of the date, it will gives from the starting of the year to the ending of the year. That is what exactly it does. So I'll just write it that one also. For that, we need to take a new table again. Calendar also a table function. You can't take it in a column or measure, so that it will shows an error. Calendar auto, and then we just simply close that one. We don't do anything. So it will checks all the data in our model, and based upon that, it will gives us a date. Calendar auto. From 2018, I do have dates from middle of the 2018, but it will gives from the starting of the 2018. And then my maximum date is end of the 2021. It's not like okay to completely 2021, but obviously it will give to the end of that particular maximum year. Okay, so that is what exactly calendar auto automatically it will create the date based upon the dates available in our model, in our all our tables. Model means all tables. Right now we do have like different things that we can do with this thing. Before what we'll do, we'll go with okay some of them like from here. Okay, we'll go with okay here. Why I'm going random is like okay if I go random, then only you'll make it very clear, and then all the other functions that I'll tell in the same session. Okay, I don't skip them, but I'll tell them in the same session. Okay, so first of all, I want to get my year from any date. So let us suppose that I do have a calendar auto table. We'll do in the calendar auto. Then I want to create a column right now, new column. That what I need to find, I need to find a year for each and every row of this year. So okay, I'm sorry. YEAR is equal to YEAR of date, and then I want to give the date of calendar auto. So I'll write it date. Then I want to check it out. What is the column in the calendar auto table? The date column I need to give. So this is table I give. For this, each and every row I want to create. I want to get the name here. Here we do have log date, day, time, year, lot of things. But at this instant we don't use any of them. I'll tell you later regarding those things. 2018. Entire 2018 will get 2018 only. You can see for entire 2018 we get 2018, and then once it is like 2019 we get 2019. So in this way it will shows, and then I want to create a new column which is like month. Simple things, they are very simply very easy, but they are very useful also. Month is equal to month. Okay, and then what is that date again? Again, my date. What is my date? In calendar auto table, I have a date column. Okay, calendar auto. I want to give the date. I want to close it. After I'll get it my month. You can see this is my month. Whenever my month changes here, the same month will be changed here also. It's okay for month. Okay, I want to create quarter. You know what is quarter, right? For every year, we'll have like 4 quarters. Every 3 months will be calculated as a quarter.
Yes.
And we'll find like quarterly reports of the companies.
Yes.
That is this one. And then again, date. I want to give my date. Based upon date, automatically it will fetch what is that quarter. Quarter of the first of that particular date. Yeah, okay, this is how we'll get the quarter for the first 3 months. Okay, we'll have, yeah, where is this? For the first 3 months, it will be like quarter 1. From the 4th month, you'll get quarter 2. Then from the 5th month, you'll get quarter 3. So this kind of for the 7th month, you'll get okay quarter 3. So this, and then for the 10th month, we'll again have the quarter 4. So this is how it shows. Then again, we can get the day also. I'll make it in a new column. What is the table I do have, like I'm using right now, calendar auto, that date column. Based upon that, I need to get days. You can see the day, same days, day of that particular date that we're getting over here, simply. And then we do have like week number and week name also. What those give, we'll check it out over here. Week number of that particular year. So what is the week number of that particular date? We do have like 52 to 53 weeks a year, and then based upon that, okay, so if the date is like which year, which week is that, and we'll calculate that one over here. It will tells us okay the date, okay, whether it was in first week or second week or third week or 52nd week, whatever it means. It shows the dates, week number. And then week name also is there, okay, that is there, something else. So weekday we call this one weekday. Weekday of that particular date. What is my date? Calendar auto date. So what does it mean? Means okay, in that week, this is the second day. So how it is calculating second day? So obviously every time when we write that, we do have an option like okay, 1 to 3. Means if it is 1, then obviously it will calculate the week starting at Sunday, Monday, then Saturday. Like this, okay, we'll have like 3 options. We'll check it out what defaultly it will take, and then what will take. For that, first of all, we need to know like, okay, what is the actually day of that particular, what is the name of the day. For that, we have like, as I told you, like we'll use format function more in the dates. We'll learn something over here in this particular thing. But okay, whenever we use format, the output that we'll get it in the text format only. It doesn't come in a number format or a date format. Even though that is a number, but still it will comes in like text format only. That is maybe like format, maybe whatever it might be. So I'll use format. So format, and what I want to make, okay, I want to change this date. Then how I want to like show that, I want to show in the date format. First of all, let me show you like, okay, what are the formats that you can use over here. Let us suppose that dd, mm, yy. How we get that? It formats the date into like, okay, as we designed, like, okay, here I given dd, mm, yy. So I'm getting like the same thing. So if I give yy, then what I'll get? 0101 18. Okay, and then like, what if I get, okay, if I give ddd, what if I get, okay, if I give single d, until 10, okay, we'll have like 1 2 3 4, and after that we'll get like, okay, 13 14 10 13, because we don't get zeros over here.
0.
Yeah, that is what we do. And what if we get, okay, if we give 3 d's,
That's another 0.
gives, okay, the name of that one, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. What if I give, okay, 4 d's?
only.
No, it will give the complete Monday,
Full.
FONDAY, like that. What if we give, okay, 3 m's?
Jan.
Jan. Then what if I give like 4 m's?
Full. January.
January. Have you ever tried this one?
No, I didn't.
5 eyes.
No.
So it will give like that. So, but we don't do that. Do it want that. It will give error 2028, 2018. After that, 1 2 3 4 5 6, like, okay, it will give like that. We can even count the days, like how many a date it was, like what is the date, 365 or whatever it might be. You can count that one also. That is 365 days, 2018 365. Then afterwards, like you can see that is one of the thing. And then like if you give hour wise, 6 wise, again 2018 18. Like it will take like 4 wise and 2 wise. So obviously 2018 and 18 it will gives like that, but we don't want to do that. And this is a good option that we can get. Very interesting. You can even like ask your interviewer also. They also don't know like most of the things. They don't practice these many things. They will go with some of them. But okay, not an issue. Like we can do a lot of things over here. Okay, even MMHH, NN, SS also is there. But I want to get my day here at this instance. So Monday, you can see this. Okay, so if Monday is second day, then when it is starting as Sunday as the first day. You can see the Sunday is the first day of the week every time. So this is what exactly it is trying to tell, and then this is what exactly that why. For okay, we'll have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 days only for the first week. Okay, so what we can do is like we can come over here and then we can tell that I want to make it as Monday. So comma, we'll make it as 2 center. Then again, I want to change this one also, comma 2. here the week, our week starts from, okay, Monday. You can see Monday 1st to 2nd. Then we'll have 7 days in a week for the first week. So again, next Monday, it is going to start new week. Every Monday, it is going to start new week.
Yep.
Okay, so this is how it happens. Then if you want to get, okay, even sometimes we want to get, okay, month and year. Because let us tell you, like, okay, whenever we create a measure or something else, if I give, okay, I want to check with the first month, then how many first months will be there? In 2018 also first month will be there, and then 2019 also first month will be there. So obviously, whenever we give month is equal to 1, then obviously we'll get the error. It will calculate from 2008 January, 2009 January, 2010 January, 2020 January, 2021 January also. So obviously we can't go with that. So what we'll do, we'll create another column to search with that. Okay, so what will be the column? How it will be looks like? New column. And what will be like? Okay, that will be like format. Okay, month year. Let's make it like month year. Okay, and then like format. So I want to make my current order date, and then comma. So what I want to give, I want to make it like mm. So here I can see that, okay, month and year, same things. So whenever I want to check with this, so for, okay, if it is like 01, like 0 and 8, 0 or like 0, 9, 1, 10, 2018, then obviously if I give 10 also, like, okay, like I can get this for each and every year. Okay, the 10th month will be like separate because we have like 10, 18 for the September of the next year. We'll have like 10, 19. So we can differentiate the month also right now. Just give me one minute. Resume card. And then like here we created the month year also. And then afterwards we do have a lot of things that we can do. This is what we call it as, okay, calendar table or date dimension table or else dim table, whatever it might be, all comes with these things only. All the names may be different, but still the thing is like, okay, whenever every project, in each and every project, we need to create these kind of things because those are mandatory. Like this date usage is very high, and then that is what we need to like. That is why we need to like. This is very easy things. There is no difficulty in this creating these things. I hope you can understand. So we'll create in each and every project. This dim tables or calendar table or whatever it may be. And afterwards, we will have some other functions that we need to like learn. Okay, let us suppose that I want to get today's date. Okay, I want to get today's date. Then we do have like, okay, current function, a function, or else I want if you want to return a current date, then we use this today's function. Very simple thing. Okay, whenever I want, like, okay, I will just check it out with my measure. Anything, anywhere, you can write the measure. Measure is universe. Today, and then simply you don't need to write anything in between that. Just simply enter that, and afterwards you can create take a card and then like display this date in there. What is today? Where is this today? You can see today's date will be displayed in this format. And then what if I want to get even the date and time also? Then obviously I can create a new measure like this. If you want to get the current date and time, okay, so not exactly for every second we don't work. Whenever the page is refreshed or whenever it is created, whenever the page is opened, then it will use that particular time. For that we do have now Now, we'll enter. That I'll take a new call. You can get the time with seconds, 15 minutes, 22 seconds, and then like 47 seconds. It doesn't change. Whenever we make a refresh, this thing, or whenever you close and open this particular page, then okay, it will this report then it will shows that particular timing. That's it. Okay. We can't even get every seconds. Okay, second we can't get it. If you want to get the current date again, we need to just close it and open, or else we need to refresh this. Then only we will get that thing. So this is what exactly, and then like we do have some other functions which are like very interested kind of things. Yeah, okay. So we left with this one. Okay. Date diff. What does date diff means? Date diff means okay. So returns count of interval boundaries like crossed between two dates. Means I'll give two dates, and then if I want to get the difference between those two dates in some intervals, then we use date difference. Date difference gives the date difference between like okay the start date and end date, and then like you need to give that intervals, then it will gives the interval. It will gives the how many dates or how many months and how many years. Okay, in that format it will gives you the output. We'll check that one so that you can understand. Okay, so what it will take. Okay, so I'll write a measure first so that you can understand easily. So what is that? Diff equal to diff date diff, and then like my date is like okay date. Year is like 2021, and then 01 is my date, and then I want to give a date which is like 2021 space 01 space not 01. Okay, I've been given 10. That's fine. That's fine. And then like 10. And then like if you write comma, then obviously it will ask for intervals. Okay, being given two comma. Okay, right. You can see in the days. I want to make it in the days. And what will we have? I don't give anything. You can see we can get that date difference in days, hours, minutes, months, quarters, seconds, weeks, and years. But I want to get it from okay, right now I want to get the difference in dates. So what would be that? Okay, I'll just take a card here, and then I want to make it like date diff. Then again, you can see between these two dates, okay, we do have 282 days. Then what if I want to check with the months? 9 months difference between these two. Difference between these two, you can see 9 months are there.
What if we give mm?
What if we give
Instead of month? Why
no,
was I?
no, it doesn't work there. It doesn't work there. You can't give it mm. You need to write a month only because we do have like m. You can see month is there. We need to click on that. That's it. Simple.
Okay.
It is finding the difference. And then your difference should be like in which interval. You want to make it in months, and then like if you want to make it like in hours, then obviously you can make it. Right. Then obviously we'll give it in hour. How many hours difference is there between these 2 days? can see 6,000, like 6,768 hours is there between these two differences. Okay, and then like again, what we can do is like we can give it, okay, I don't want to take it the date or something else, I want to make it like today. So from a date to date today, how many days are there? Means I want to find the age. If someone born on this day, but today how many days happen? 269 days. Okay, like I hope so. 363 days. But today, from January 1 to like today, 363 days. You can see these many days, or like what's his age if it is he is born in. What if he is born in 2010? These many days. So this is what exactly how we can calculate. Even if we want to like check with the years also, you can make it like years. How many years? How many years? Few times those years, like 11 years. So, yeah. So this is what date difference function will be useful. And then like we do have some other function like what is that? E-date returns the date that is indicated number of months before or after same date. Okay. Use e-date like okay, that's what we tell like okay regarding these things, leave it. Returns the date that is indicated the number of days before and after of the start date. Means okay, if you give any date, then if you give any months, it will take those many months back with the same date. I'll let you know like how it is look like. You get confused if I tell okay in definition format. I'll give you the example so that you can understand. So new method, and I want to make it like date. And start date will be like my start date will be like today. Let's make it like today. I don't know like what's today date. Whenever we change like if we open tomorrow, then obviously it will shows tomorrow date as today. So obviously it will be like dynamically today works. Hope you're trying to understand. Then I want to check with what is the date of mine 3 months before. 3 months later, if we want to before, then we want to keep 3. If you want to see the date okay, of 3 months after future, then we'll give it +3. Take a card and then edit. First today date 30/12/2021, and then 3 months before the same date will be 30/9/2021, right? Okay, that's fine. And then like we do have other thing that we need to like check it. Like if you want to like check with okay whatever the function we did, I'll show that one also. I don't want to go with like 3 months past. I want to go into 3 months future, not what it will shows. The 3 months future will get like 30th/03/2022. Future, it is going to future. In that way, like whether you want to like go 3 months forward and then backward, and then that it shows okay. In the months only it will shows. We need to give the months only. It will take as a months. You can't give it like or like years also. It doesn't understand. Only thing is like you can make it months forward or later in the months. Then like we do have another function which is interesting. Year month means end of month. If you give a date and then if you give months, it will go to that month, and then for that month it will give shows you the end of month. Okay, so let us suppose that let us see some other example over here. New measure. EO month equal to EO month, and then like, okay, I want to give a hard coded date, just like 2021, and then 03, 10, and then I want to go with like 3 months minus 3. Let's make a -2 from 1, or else +3, or else -1. So we made it like March 10, 2021. And then I want to make a card. Again here. What is that? EO month. We're getting okay 28, because what we are trying to give it, we want to check with the March 10th, and then we want to go with 1 month back, and then we want to check that month's end of date. This is what exactly. So any date if you give, then how many months if you want to go forward or backward, it will go to that month, and then it will check what is the end of that month, and then that date will be given. That is what here it will shows the same date of that particular month, and here it will shows the end of month. Okay, even if I give 10th, it is not showing the 10th of like February, it is showing the end of the month. So the same thing, I want to give it like a +3, obviously. Third month 10th date, we what will get it? Okay, we'll get 3 months later means 6 months it will goes, and then there it shows the end of the month. This is what exactly this function uses. So we do have these many functions, and then we do have like lot other things that we'll discuss in time intelligence format. Whenever we go for time intelligence, then obviously we'll work with all these things in more detailed way. Right now, what we do as a task is like we'll create this dim table. Okay, at the same time we'll practice this all these measures also, all the measures that we create. Then once we go and learn regarding some of the other functions, then we can work upon some scenarios on this particular what we call it as date functions. Because with these date functions, we can't make it some very big magics. We need to learn some other functions also. Then we can make a lot of things that we can do. Okay. But we need to understand that we need to create this particular dim table, current order table, which is very easy. After that, some of the functions that we used as a measures that we need to practice. That is for task for today. And then I'm just stopping the record, and then you can ask me the questions that you